Sous vide has become incredibly popular, and for a good reason. It produces some of the most tender, evenly cooked meat you'll ever taste. But there's a part of this conversation that almost nobody talks about: plastic, heat, and hormone-disrupting chemicals. So today I want to explain what sous vide cooking actually is, why it works so well, why plastic is almost always involved, what BPA and related compounds are, why heating plastic matters, and how to sous vide without plastic. This isn't fear-mongering. This is about informed choices. What is sous vide cooking? S-O-U-S-V-I-D-E. Sous vide is French for under vacuum. The method works like this. Food is sealed in a bag. The bag is submerged in water. The water is held at a precise temperature. The food cooks slowly and evenly. Unlike grilling or pan-searing, sous vide never exceeds the target internal temperature. It eliminates overcooking, it preserves moisture, and it allows connective tissue to soften without drying out the meat. That's why a steak cooked sous vide at 129 degrees Fahrenheit is edge-to-edge medium rare. Incredibly tender, almost impossible to mess up. From a culinary standpoint, it's brilliant, and a lot of steakhouses use it. Why sous vide makes meat so good? Well, traditional cooking uses high heat from the outside in. Sous vide does the opposite. It gently denatures proteins, slowly melts collagen into gelatin. It avoids moisture loss, and it preserves the texture. This is especially powerful for tougher cuts: chuck, brisket, short ribs, pork shoulder. From a carnivore standpoint, sous vide is phenomenal for making inexpensive cuts extraordinary. So the method itself is not the problem. The container often is. So let's talk about the plastic problem that nobody mentions. Every time I hear people talking about their sous vide, they don't want to hear about plastic. Almost all sous vide cooking uses plastic vacuum bags, plastic zip top bags, plastic pouches labeled food safe. And here's the issue: food safe does not mean heat safe for hours on end, especially not when fat is present. Cooking lasts 12, 24, or 48 hours. Temperatures are warm enough to increase chemical migration. So what are BPA and related compounds? BPA stands for bisphenol A. It's a chemical used to harden plastics, create epoxy resins, line food containers. Even when BPA is removed, it's often replaced with BPS, BPF, or similar bisphenols. And here's the inconvenient truth: BPA-free does not mean biologically harmless. Many substitutes act similarly in the body. Why heating plastic matters: heat accelerates chemical migration. Fat accelerates chemical migration. Time accelerates chemical migration, and sous vide combines all three. Research shows bisphenols can act as endocrine disruptors, interfere with estrogen signaling, affect thyroid function, and impact insulin sensitivity. These effects don't require massive doses either. They occur at very low levels, especially with chronic exposure. And this matters more on carnivore because animal foods are higher in fat. Fat is an efficient chemical solvent. So if you're doing everything right nutritionally, but slowly leaching hormone-disrupting compounds into your food, that's worth talking about. Plastic exposure is cumulative. This isn't about one steak. It's about repeated exposure, daily habits, long-term accumulations. Most people are already exposed to plastic through water bottles and food packaging, liners, wraps. I did a video about it. Sous vide can become another quiet source. So let's talk about how to sous vide without plastic. There's good news here. You don't have to give up on sous vide. Option 1, glass jars. Wide mouth mason jars. Heat safe, non-reactive, excellent for smaller cuts, ground beef or sliced meats, leave headspace for expansion. This works beautifully and eliminates plastic entirely. Option 2 is silicone bags. With caution, high quality, platinum grade silicone is more stable than plastic, less prone to chemical leaching. Still not perfect though, but far better than standard plastic bags. Option 3 is stainless steel containers, submerged. Some people use sealed stainless containers, weighted to stay submerged. These require experimentation, but it removes plastic altogether. The fourth method is a hybrid method. It's another option. Cook meat gently in glass, finish traditionally. Avoid long plastic exposure. Remember, the method is the benefit, not the bag. This is about awareness, not perfection. I'm not saying everyone who does sous vide with plastic is doomed. I am saying plastic plus heat is a real issue, and they're not talking about it. Fat increases chemical transfer. Long cook times do matter. If we care about hormones, metabolic health, and long-term resilience, then we should at least talk about it. My final thoughts: sous vide is a powerful tool. Meat cooked this way can be incredible. But just because something is common doesn't mean it's optimal. If we're thoughtful about what we eat, how we cook, and what touches our food, we can keep the benefits and remove the unnecessary risks. That's not paranoia, that's intelligent carnivore cooking. If you found this helpful, if you sous vide, let me know. Write me a comment and tell me what you do. Do you still use plastic bags? Are you now considering changing it to glass or stainless steel or something else, silicone? Leave me a comment or a question. Click the subscribe button and the thumbs up, and share this video with somebody that maybe you know uses sous vide and they're not aware or don't realize that plastic is a big consideration. Thank you for watching my video. I'll put one out every day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Take care.